The hell's going on here?
Go on, 4 weeks in a row. Go on, 4 weeks in a row.
AEW has done it 4 weeks ago. 1 month of Dynamite. And this week, they almost blew somebody up, literally. This reminds me of the R. Kelly, Dave Chappelle skit of piss on you. Drip, 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 piss on you. Just pour shit on people.
But this is a stretch. It's just more like, I don't think any decision could be made under duress like that. Give me a title match or I'm setting him on fire.
I believe that's attempted murder. I don't believe attempted murder is allowed in any match. Darby came in with the wrong intentions in this match. 100% the wrong intentions. But I have a lot of questions about a lot of things in this match, man, that took place. Logical reasons. But, damn, it's over. Sugar Boy almost dies like, burn me! I'll never do it. Burn me, I don't give a fuck. Mike Jackson was like, no!
Because he was willing to die on his high horse.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I you know what, to an extent, if I had a title and you try to take it from me, I'd die for that title. But man, it is not going to be for the TNT title. I'll tell you that right now. It's not the TNT title. I'm standing the hell for the mid-card title that has fallen from grace to fall under every other mid-card title. I think the FTW, unrecognized title, is higher than that one at this point.
Welcome, everyone, to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the ambiguous prince, all gravy, racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes, and he is...
I don't know how ambiguous you are. You had all these things. I'm Marcus the Grand Finale. I'll be obviously black Marcus the Grand Finale. Unless you're doing this in audio and then you're going, what? At this very moment.
Yeah, we could be white. There could be people out there that listen to the audio strictly thinking we are white.
Yeah. Wow, this is my favorite podcast. Why is this your favorite podcast? This is a white guy freely saying the N-word. No one's stopping them. And they are very unapologetic to not talk about anything. Anything. That Kamala Harris... Camille the wrestler. Camila Harris or Camille the wrestler. They don't care. They cover it all. Shit. They one of us. One of the good boys. That's probably one of the most confusing things about podcasts, where you just be like, oh, they're doing video now. Whoa. What is this guy? Ooh. I didn't see that coming. That has happened to me in the podcast. Not like a black guy or anything, but it's just being like, oh, that's what you look like.
No, I've had calls at work sometimes, and mostly when I was at M&S. So like, you have your telephone voice. Like, people can see my face if I use my at work where I currently work now. But like, so you have your telephone voice, like, hello, how can I help you? When they come in store to collect, they're like, oh, I did not think you... It's like, oh.
You're that person, huh? Oh.
Go on, say it. Go on, say it.
Say it.
Say it so I can throw you out.
This on base. You're very Mexican. Nah, you're out of here.
You're out of here.
Damn it! I thought I was guessing right. But we have a lot to talk about on today's show, Manny. I mean, I think the big news in the world right now, I think that everybody should be covering. Buddy Murphy has re-signed with AEW. And I want to say I am shocked.
And the other news, nobody knows what the hell is going on with Malachi Black's contract. Did he sign an extension? Has he got injury days left on that contract? Nobody knows when that contract's expiring. Have they picked up 2 option years?
Yeah. I mean, he's only worked a third of the time. A third of the time he's worked.
Eric works more than him. On this channel, Eric works more than Malachi Black.
I'm honestly going to think Roman Reigns has had more matches than Malachi Black in the past year. Singles matches.
I think he's had 3 matches this year. Maybe 4 this year. And then he cut out in April.
Yeah. I think Roman on his night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania passed Malachi Black in matches this year. It has to be something that low.
We're gonna have to check. We're gonna have to check cage match.
Yeah. I would have never thought.
Which is not accurate. Which is not accurate, by the way.
Oh, it's not.
So according to this, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 matches on things nobody watches, i.e. Rampage and Collision.
Those don't count. Those don't count. It's like preseason basketball or something. That don't count.
Yeah, so realistically, he's had a match at Forbidden Door, which was on 0 hours, so that's a pre-show match, so I don't think that counts either. So Edge, I'm giving him, and then a triple threat on Dynasty. So I would say 3.
3 witnessed. 3 people witnessed 3 times. But it's been low. It's a low. I know Keith Lee's contract's expiring as well. Caution beware on those who may try to sign him.
I don't know. I don't know if AEW are going to do that thing WWE tend to do when you get injured and they just add that stuff onto your contract, like how long you were out for. They just add it onto your contract. I don't know if they're going to do that with Keith Lee. I think they might just let him. I think it's actually worse than it actually is. That because nothing's been said. I think the actual illness he has with his heart and the stuff, I think it's actually worse than we actually think it is, and I don't think we're probably going to see him again.
The hilarity of it all. He's all of a sudden, I'm healed. He goes to WWE, I'm healed. What is this healthy shit he's doing? Wrestles all year. Never. No, but yeah, it has to be something.
It has to be something to keep him out that long.
MIA, yeah.
And even Mia Yim hasn't said anything.
No, and she's been working her ass off like it's a single paycheck household.
Yeah,
she's on every wrestling show.
But that's the basis of the news. Let's get into Dynamite. It starts off with Will Ospreay's car tires being slashed.
Before we start, I believe Buddy Murphy re-signed his contract today. Dominic got licked by Rhea on TV and said, well, she's gone. She done left me. You want to resign? I got nothing over there. There's nothing over there for me. There's nothing. It's funny that was announced in the same week. I'm just saying.
Marvez asks if he asked for Marvez's car, and then Marvez asks if he's driven in America, and then he does this stupid. Neither of them have seatbelts on. I'm having them both arrested.
Yeah. I would like to also add, this is a strike. When have we ever started a show from the hotel of a wrestler? Why are you there? Why are we starting here? Who was like, oh, I need to get this word with Ospreay right away before he's 10 minutes away from the arena. I can't wait till he gets to the arena. So we're going to interview him right now.
No, I want to talk about the logistics of this.
Yes.
So he's, 10 minutes away, allegedly?
Yeah, about 10.
So what, have they got a satellite uplink for that camera to have? Or did they record that on a phone and send it somewhere? How did this all happen? Because you can't live stream that.
Yeah. When did the knife get stabbed? When did the stabbing of the tire happen? Because it looked like that wasn't a parking lot. That looked like, at best, valet parking of a hotel or something. That the valet was like, oh, well, look at this. Would you look at this?
Hey, it's bruv.
Whoa. Hey, bruv, someone stabbed your tire. Who? I don't know. We didn't do our jobs right at all.
So MJF is basically in the ring. He comes out. I'm gonna just gloss over everything that happened. Says when the spotlight hits MJF, he shines bright like a diamond. When the spotlight hits Will Ospreay, he melts. Says he beat Will Ospreay without breaking a sweat. It was the easiest match of his life. He tells Will to take a long walk. I found this very uncomfortable, by the way. He tells Will Ospreay to take a long walk off a short pier But lucky for you, Will, your grandmother died recently, and he could dig himself a grave next to her. Pro tip: make sure you dig that grave about a football field away from her tombstone. Lord knows that fat skank could get all the room she can get.
Mm.
A bit harsh.
You've been harsh. And you know what? Strike. How dare you?
It's a big strike. I
It's a
feel
big
that was
strike.
too much. That was too far.
I believe there was a lot of they really go too far with two people family members dying on every single episode.
Yeah.
No one's going after Kevin Owens' mom. No. You ain't getting Solo Sikoa going. Well, Kevin, your mother's in the hospital.
To be fair, you could have a Drew McIntyre being like, "I prayed for this."
yeah, Drew would do it. But anyway, he continues to do stuff, and I'll talk about it after. Once you finish talking about it all, I'll give you my thoughts.
He says the fans of the international title are unpatriotic treasonous, cheering for non-American workhorse champions who bought their affection by working hard. Which working hard is for pause. He throws the title in the garbage and shows off the American version of the international title. He replaces the stars on the American flag with his face.
Yeah, Manny, I have a few things to say about all of this. But continue. Let's have Ospreay run him off first.
Yeah, Will runs him off. Says he had a meeting with TK and CD, and he got his rematch at All In on home soil, and that's how it ends. And he takes out the title from the trash, and he walks off very angrily. And then that's the end of this segment. Yeah,
lots of questions. I don't know if I give it a strike until this is a delayed strike. It's a delayed strike on the show for future representation of the show. Number one, this American title that MJF has looks like something that Fnatic created for AEW as a WWE gift. Like,
yeah, it looks like the horrible WWE belts, a reimagining of like the world title in Hogan colors or Bret Hart colors.
Yeah, or one of the baseball belts or something like that. But the main thing is, I really hope, really hope, and you know what, Manny, I'm gonna pray on this one. For whoever God's out there, I need y'all to join in hands on prayer that AEW just to introduce a new belt to their family. Please, God. Please, because at the end of this segment, Will Ospreay takes the international title out the trash can and kind of carries that around. So I don't want to see him at All In carrying that title to the ring. And I don't want to see him after All In carrying both titles at the end and treating them as... Then I don't want to see him treating both titles as separate entities.
Oh, you mean like the Bang Bang Gang?
Yes,
they had all trios titles.
Yes, including the scissor ones, the custom-made scissor ones. I don't want this to be like that, and I don't want AEW to introduce a new title. That's all I'm saying. Just saying.
I see why they did it, but they can't realistically do this a year after Will Ospreay did it.
Yeah, but you know what? His reasoning, they both had similar reasoning. But MJF is trying to get booed in Wembley. He's trying to get booed, and he's going to take this America hard. It's going to get him cheered in America, similar to Bret Hart in Canada, as in the crowd began to chant USA during his promo. And I don't think that's the response.
He said no.
No.
He said no.
Not here. Not here in Dallas, or wherever they were at. Only in Long Island, I guess.
Something that didn't make any sense, which I gave a strike for. They were going to do the coin flip to see who gets the man advantage. Christopher Daniels gets laid out.
Yeah.
What point did this... for what reason?
Well, here's my thing. How much power does the Bucks have, and who has the power on this show? So, and I go back to the segment with Will Ospreay and MJF, as in he went to TK and CD to get this match at All In to rectify everything. What makes you think that MJF can't just go to the Young Bucks and say, nah, fam. Nah. We ain't doing it.
That's what he was alluding to. He was like, "Who told you? Who told you that?"
Yeah, we don't know who's in charge. Yeah, we don't know who's in charge. anymore. I mean, if you can just beat up Christopher Daniels every week and then start booking matches or flipping coins and stuff, then it doesn't matter. If you can start going to your main event, changing the main event rules, why don't you do this all the time? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
And then the question I asked also of what we are doing here was when Chris Jericho took on Minoru Suzuki. This match happened, but at some point Jericho was bleeding from his man boob.
Yeah, we had a lot of titty bleeding from Jericho. They chopped at least a million times into the commercial break, out of the commercial break. And then I think the match ended at some point after a violent chop. I honestly don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
But this is the most
Willow is
Jericho
holding
you're
another
gonna
title.
get. This is the most Jericho you're gonna get on this channel. I'm telling you that right now, right there.
Willow's holding another title that doesn't belong to AEW and gets taken out by Statlander, and Stokely asks for an eliminator match for that CMLL title. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just so many titles. Just stop. Just stop. Everybody can't have a belt. Everybody can't have a belt. I'm just saying. Mariah May is starting to carry the Owen Hart belt now. No one carried that belt. Just stop it. Everybody has a
Jeff
belt.
Jarrett tells Danielson he was
don't
crushed
have
when he
one.
didn't win the Owen, and but Danielson is the perfect guy. Suggests that Danielson maybe is making excuses, but he needs to heal up physically and mentally to overcome Swerve. Why? I felt like this was a pointless segment as well.
Yeah, I you know what, Jim Jarrett, this is the most disrespectful thing you could do. The man was in the middle of an interview. You could have talked to me at any point of this day. You're going to wait till I'm on national TV in my exclusive interview to interrupt me to say, you can't be in there, have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, you got to and sit down for a total of 4 seconds. Get up. Can't do it. You got to do it. And then he's like, I got some work to do, Renee. And I'm like, wait a minute. She had an exclusive interview with you. Don't you walk away from me because Jeff Jarrett interrupted this? What were the questions? What questions was she gonna ask?
And you know what? This might be the only thing I enjoyed on AEW Dynamite. Britt Baker versus Sheeta. Where the hell has Sheeta been? Sheeta.
Sheeta was on Collision this week talking messy, talking about I'm tired of the disrespect. Why is she getting a title shot? Or she's a number 1 contender. I've been champion like 8 times. Shit. Britt just comes back and get title shots. I haven't got a title shot yet. Fuck this. So Sheeta has backstory. It looks like she's trying to turn heel.
Britt wins with a lockjaw. Mercedes comes out, says that match was impressive. She denies Britt Baker a title match at All In. And then Camille, who's apparently signed in 2023, finally debuts for AEW, taking out Britt Baker and aligning herself with the Snake.
Yep. Which I believe is only leading to the return of Jamie Hayter at All In. It has to. Right? That's where we're going with this?
It has to, but why has Jamie Hayter been out for God knows how long?
About a decade. Like, I don't know the extent to her injury or how she's handling it, but I'm not going to her doctor anytime soon. Her or Britt's. They were out. Out.
So, Pac takes on someone from the Avatar universe, the Boulder!
I would also like to add that I believe that there should be, I'm going to start doing a countdown. Anybody that weighs 300 pounds or more, when's the last time they won a match on AEW Dynamite? No one ever wins if you weigh over 300 pounds. I don't care if you're fat, with muscles, tall. You never win. You lose. You get handled by the smallest dude on the planet. All the time.
Yeah, it was a pointless match. I don't know what was the point of this match.
So that
Mariah
Pac
May
beat up
also
Otis
has a
if he had a
pointless match.
chance.
Yeah, Mariah May also is in a pointless match against Caitlyn Alexis. Tony Storm appears in the ring as these two have a small pull apart. Tony Storm yells, "Are you prepared to die? 'Cause I am."
I'm prepared to die. And again, I'm going to say this. Best feud on AEW, Mariah May and Tony Storm. Just in this little bit, I was like, I feel this. And I would like to say the crowd is feeling this. Like, of all the feuds to go down on this show, I think the crowd has only responded technically and cared about these two. Well, there's another one later, Hangman and Swerve. But these are the only 2 feuds where the crowd goes, oh shit, this is a real feud. Everything else is just like, oh, they're gonna have a great match.
So we do get to Blood and Guts. I don't even know where to begin with this match. So much nonsense happened in this.
Okay, Manny, I would like to start off with the briefcases of the Young Bucks. How disappointed are you with the briefcases they brought out in the individual cases? I was wondering what's in there, and it turns out one of them brought staple gun and the other brought handcuffs. I'm so disappointed about what's in those cases.
Yeah, and the fact that those briefcases look like fucking huge things that should have had, like, I don't know, a proper weapon in there.
Yeah. I was thinking, electronics or explosives. Like, they've used explosives before. I was expecting explosives or something. Nope. Staple guns, a collection. My main issue with this match, I didn't hate it. I don't have anything wrong with it. But my main issue comes when Swerve comes out and Hangman begins to beat the bejesus out of her, right? Hangman is delayed his entrance and said he's only there. He beats the bejesus out of Swerve. He handcuffs him to the thing, and he continues to beat the bejesus out of him, only for Nick Jackson to randomly start yelling at Hangman, "Get in here, we had a deal. Get in here." And I don't understand his logic.
What doesn't make sense is he went, get in here, or you're fired. So he gets in. Swerve hasn't technically entered the ring at any point.
Yeah.
Yet. And then they say, Blood and Guts has started. Because the match doesn't officially start till everyone's in the ring. Swerve was never in the ring. So how could you officially start the match?
Yeah, and it's cheating. And I'm like, so what was he yelling at Hangman for if you could have started the match at any time? Hangman did his job. He took out Swerve, technically your biggest threat in the match. Swerve was a game changer. He came in there like Shaq and took out everybody. But Hangman had him handled. And I didn't understand that. And, I was so confused on why is he upset with Hangman for beating the shit out of Swerve when they now have the advantage. He can get in at any time. Swerve could have died. He could have got in, and you could start the match at any time he wanted. Instead, you were like, I'll wait till Hangman get in before Swerve. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all.
And then, so the ending of the match is basically Jack Perry gets crucified against the cage, just like
he's the second person. He's the second person to get crucified on the cage because Swerve had already been.
Yeah, and then he gets an unprotected chair shot to the face.
Said Corey Graves alive. No, but we shouldn't be doing this.
You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
It's Jack Perry. What you gonna tell him, Eddie? What you gonna tell him? You can't tell him nothing. That man wants to use real glass to take chair shots to the head. I can see CM Punk looking at this and be like, fucking idiot. Going like that.
And then they had to stall for time because Darby Allin couldn't find the gasoline.
Yeah.
And then threatened to burn set Jack Perry alight. One to end the match, but Jack Perry refuses, and then Matt Jackson on his knees was like, "You've gone too far. If you want a title match, you can have a title match." He's like, "I don't. Yeah, now, I've got my title match now. Now I'm gonna still set him on fire if you don't quit."
Yeah. Again, who's in charge here, Manny? If he wanted a title match, just fine. Why not just go to TK and be like, "Can I get a title match?" Or Christopher Dance, "Can I get a title match?" Why does he have to go to this list to get a title match? And why is this granted under duress like this? It's ridiculous.
Is Tony Khan going to be out for? Come back. Wait.
Well, he's back. Remember, he came back and he dropped off Darby Allin, who came back with a flamethrower at Anarchy Arena. He's been back. Remember, he was at the Owen Hart. He gave out the Owen Hart thing. He's not out.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
He's been back. He's just allowing shit now.
I just didn't pay attention to any of that. My only problem with Blood and Guts is it shouldn't be on TV. That. I know they're in this situation where they need to bring in ratings and stuff like that, but that is not something you put on for giveaway for free.
Oh, I don't have a problem with them giving away for free. I'm done arguing about what they give away for free on TV anymore. Just whatever. Some free TV. I'm not going to pay for the pay-per-view anyway. Let's be honest. I would say my big issue with Blood and Guts is that there's no stakes whatsoever. Why do I care about who wins? It didn't matter to Swerve. If Swerve loses this match, so what? Why is he risking his life for Team AEW versus Team Elite or whatever this is? For what? For what? It don't have nothing to do with him. Like, okay, this match is over. The Bucks and them lost. Okada and everybody else lost. What's the stakes? Who cares? They'll be back next week to retaliate.
Yeah.
Like, the match should have been Blood and Guts. If the Elite loses, they lose all their power. And he could have still abused the power like they did tonight. And then completely over with. We could be done with them abusing their power. But
the
no,
thing that
and the beat goes on. The beat goes on, Manny. It's going to be back next week.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, that's with every Blood and Guts match. Because it's never the end.
Yeah.
There's more to it. Like, the Elite have... the Young Bucks have a title match against the Acclaimed. Darby's now got a title match against... what's his face? Jack Perry. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck Okada's doing. Other than yelling bitch.
Yeah, bitch and masturbate to Mercedes Moné, apparently. So hot!
Makes me sick. Makes me sick.
It's like an uncool Jey Uso right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I just feel like this is something that should end the feud. It shouldn't be the stopgap before the next bullshit thing they have, because they've done Team AEW versus the Elite already, and Anarchy in Arena. That should have ended it. Nope, carried on into Blood and Guts. And
well, now we got different teams though. This is a different team.
Ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then, like, even last year's, I think it was Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club. I think that was last year's. Nothing was solved. And then they had another match at the pay-per-view. And it was like, it just continued to go. Like, Blood and Guts should be the end of it. It should just be the end. But the beat goes on. The beat goes on.
Jamal gets a strike for using the N-word in the chat.
It's alright. He got a point. He's going to burn that nigga on free TV. That's a pay-per-view death. You kill people. You can't kill them on free TV. Too many witnesses. You do it on pay-per-view, you may get 5 people to watch that. I paid to watch that much.
Let's move into NXT. NXT enters the building, is met by all the black people.
Man, before we go into the blackest show on television, or NXT on BET, or whatever you want to call it.
Can we just call NXT BET?
By accident, yeah, that's some shit. BET. Do you think this was 4 consecutive weeks of AEW Dynamite being good?
No, I think it ended this week. I think it ended this week. The only reason it made the thumbnail was because it was the most relevant thing. There wasn't anything as relevant on NXT to really quantify being a thumbnail.
Okay, I'm gonna say I give them 4 straight weeks. This is 4 straight weeks. I've been.
I don't give them 4 straight weeks.
I think they've been coherent shows. What are we gonna get for the next month into All In? I don't know, but this has been a very coherent, well-structured show. It went by fast.
It did. I'm not saying that it was a bad show, because it just wasn't hitting on all cylinders like the last 3 weeks for me.
Aww. I felt like I had nothing else.
No, because like if you think of it, for me, normally, what we judge AEW Dynamite is there any other low points other than the Chris Jericho thing? And I feel Pac versus the Boulder was a low point.
What did that happen?
Yeah, Mariah May versus Caitlyn Alexis was also a pointless match.
No, that was for Tony. That was for Tony, Manny. That was for Tony.
Yeah, that was a sell, but that doesn't see any point. And then
I'm okay with that.
That was it. I feel there was something missing.
I feel like Pac versus the Boulder is the only thing of wasted TV time that we could have gave that to. I don't know who would have got that TV time, but Pac has been in like of all these consistent Dynamites. Pac has been on all of them, and in every match has been. What was the point of that? What the hell's that?
Yep. So let's move into NXT or BET. Um, so Trick Williams is met by all the black people waiting for him as he enters the building, late to the show. And yes, he was there at the start of the show, Marcus. But if you're there on time, you're already late.
No, my problem is this: when Trick Williams pull him up, he pulled up in his Mercedes. He gets out. People are yelling like, "Ah, it's Trick! It's Trick!" He leaves the door open and just walk in. I think he leaves the car running. That car is gonna. If the way he's treating that car is gonna be in a junkyard in a week or stolen. Comes out with no shirt on.
Of course, it's gonna get stolen within 24 minutes,
or broken into, or the windows busted out, or the tires ripped. All these things have happened in this parking lot, by the way.
Ashanti tells Cedric he's waiting his time with Trick, and then Trick comes out. He says he ain't been the same since he lost his title, and he's had to talk with some OGs in the back, and that led to one thing: him and Ethan Page are gonna meet again. When I see you again.
I don't need Paul Walker memories, man. Stop putting Paul Walker in my head. Damn. You know what? I would say this. I didn't have this in my life card that Paul Walker would be dead, but the entire cast of Beverly Hills Cop survived. Didn't have that in my bingo card.
Even the old guy that was like
even
apparently 40, and he looked like he was 60.
Like, what are you, 80? Came out looking like Arn Anderson. Was born looking like that.
He walked out of the womb as Arn Anderson with a gun.
Grown man.
Bang!
He walked out and already had a divorce. Just was born and had a divorce already. Like, what the hell? Divorce is 5 kids. Leave me alone.
He walked out with whiskey in one hand and then cigarette in his mouth, and then spine bustering the nurse.
That's the only way to be born. Just like, what the hell? That's the way I was born. Man, since I was born.
Okay, Cedric comes out. First
Shocking.
off, put contact lenses on, Cedric. Don't wear those glasses out there. Those glasses are awful.
Well, I didn't have Cedric or Ashanti the Adonis starting any wrestling show this year. Coming out and talking to people. Like they've been around. Like they've just been here. Like they're respectable characters.
No, because Marcus, I take offense to what he said next. He tells him he keeps trying he's trying to keep him from making the same mistake, and that's being blinded by his passion. Speaking as a man that's won many championships in WWE. What, Cedric? I'm sorry, what, Cedric? The 2 titles that you've probably won don't even exist anymore.
Hold on, Manny. He's had the Cruiserweight title.
The Cruiserweight.
And I think he's the former tag team champion.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I think he's the former tag team champion.
But the Cruiserweight title don't exist anymore. And he can thank Mello for that.
Well, it's a merger with the North American title, so his legacy lives on. But yeah,
Trick says he ain't never been blinded. Ashanti the Adonis comes out, who hasn't been relevant since he was called Tahuti Miles. I'm just putting it out there.
Man, he wasn't relevant then. He wasn't even relevant when Hit Row was going up. He was the last member of Hit Row. The last member.
He comes out, tells Cedric he ain't trying to hear you. Trick tells him, if you're here to stir stuff, he can go back to SmackDown. As if SmackDown's a lower brand. Ashanti says he ain't here to cook.
Yeah, he made it seem like that was a lower brand. Not only that, he made it seem like Ashanti could go back.
Ashanti said he ain't here to cook, he's here to pick up the ball that he dropped. Trick said he ain't ever dropped the ball. A whole group couldn't help Ashanti get that ball off the ground in the first place. Hit row.
Oh, that's going too far. Row. At this point, I thought Top Dollar was going to come out the stairs and start hitting him with a chair.
Cedric says he's letting his emotions dictate his actions, and that isn't going to help him get his NXT title back. He tells Ashanti to go to the back. Ashanti claims that Cedric's advice isn't going to click because he doesn't realize he's in he doesn't realize in this ring, Trick is in third place. Marcus, for Trick to be in third place,
Yep.
I'm assuming he's talking about Cedric and him being first and second, but I don't think that's true, Marcus, because I believe the ring canvas is number 1.
I think we had a turnbuckle that
Actually, no, scrap that. No, scrap that. The hardest part of the ring is number 1, and the ring.
No, it's not in the ring. It's not in the ring, Manny. It is not in the ring. It's clearly on the outside of the ring. The hardest part of the ring is outside of the ring. I think he thought John Cena was. Then maybe he thought John Cena was in the ring, being just invisible, sitting in the corner, or Batista just standing there so still that you didn't notice he was there.
Marcus, Batista is only invisible when he is Drax.
You never know. He was standing so still. You couldn't tell. So I don't know who Ashanti was talking. That's one of those. Who the fuck are you talking to? Man, he has lost all words and liquid in his mouth.
It's just the thought, Marcus.
Yes.
Who the hell does Ashanti Adonis think he is?
Hey, I'm gonna say, you know what? I respect the audacity and the confidence of him to be saying the things he said and acting the way he was acting, and Trick for treat SmackDown like the lower brand. There were some egos in this ring that was out of control. Out of control.
But Trick says he is gold, and he ain't gonna stop till he gets his gold back. Cedric takes offense as he reads that as Trick saying he's better than him. Cedric, this is the most relevant you've ever been in your career.
Yeah,
and you were a cruiserweight champion.
Manny, the last time Cedric was relevant in the world of professional wrestling, Big Swole was defending him on Twitter. That was it. That was the absolute last time he has had any type of relevancy in wrestling.
Cedric challenges and Trick accepts, and then Ashanti gets talk shit and then gets taken out.
Apparently, the Adonis had a match tonight too.
Yeah, that was booked last week.
Yeah, Manny, I'm gonna say it this week. Ashanti the Adonis had more TV time than Thea Hale this week. That might be something I didn't have.
That's why, when I tell you, spoiler, big spoiler, this is why NXT is my show of the week. Because there was 2 minutes of Thea Hale.
It was like they watched last week's show and was like, how many minutes? Wow, we need to cut her time. This is crazy.
But you know what the biggest audacity was on the show? The nerve, the gore, the absolute... I should have been beat down on sight. Marcus, if I'm walking to the arena, I'm the NXT champion. I better not see Tyreek and the other one try and clown me as I walk into this arena.
Maybe they were loitering. I feel like they had been released and they're just hanging out in front of the building. I mean, they do it outside and loitering. I think Ava needs to handle that. Ava wasn't seen much on the show. I think she was busy with the police. There are 2 guys out here loitering. I have fired them and they're just hanging out there and they're harassing everybody that has walked in.
I feel like I'd have to fight him. I'd have to. I know I know I might be outnumbered. But I'm going out swinging because I am not being clowned by those 2 fools.
At best, I think Ethan Page should have threw his keys and was like, "Can you park my car? Can you park my car? What are you guys doing? Who are you guys?" OTM is running laps around you. OTM.
We get Josh Briggs' take on Brooks Jensen. Jensen was handing out strikes with a cane, like as if he was you.
Yeah. He got him in the chest, got him in the back. He was going all over the place. Jensen was a madman, and I'm going to say this, Manny, and I think this might be a fact. It's the best match in Brooks Jensen or Josh Briggs' career. It's the best match they've ever had.
No, I'm gonna dial it back.
No,
Marcus, because at the very beginning of this match, Josh Briggs gave Brooks Jensen a chokeslam through a table.
Yes.
Most people, that would end the match. That was just the beginning of this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, tables aren't what they used to be, Manny. Have you seen recent episodes of wrestling? People go through tables every week on announced tables, regular tables. I think Bowen should be dead. Like, he should not be celebrating with them at the end of that because the Bowen is alive. So, tables aren't what they used to be.
Sean Spears distracts Briggs, allowing Jensen to do a number on him with a chair and then hit a DDT on the chair for the win. I guess they're aligned.
Yeah, I mean, they teased it last week, and there were ever two people that I would say, I could change the channel on them in any given moment. It would be that. It would be that. Who's coming out? Sean Spears. Oh, I can change the channel. But you know what? Let's hear what he has to say. Oh, with Jensen? I'll definitely change the channel. What's Joe Biden have to say right now? Oh, no, his speech was on Wednesday with Dynamite. Never mind. Dynamite's excuse this week. Joe Biden.
Yeah. And Joe Biden with Donald Trump looking at the screen like this.
Yes! Why?
I can see everything that's got my neck is actually hurting. Doing that.
Oh, sorry, Manny. But unbelievable Donald Trump heel pose for that picture. Wrestling heel watching TV.
Trey Miguel asks Zach and Wes if they ever lost the tag team titles. Axiom and Nathan agree that there would be a good match, and Trey insists that this could still happen. Axiom tells Nathan he's going to compete in the next week's speed tournament, to which Nathan says, I thought when I did it was a distraction. How come it's okay when you're doing it? Because no one watches speed. No one watches speed. No.
He came to the realization that, it doesn't matter at all. It's barely canon. I guess Andrade's the champion on SmackDown. That made him think like, maybe they'll take my picture with this belt. No one wants that belt.
These two continue arguing backstage, but Javon Evans offers to be their third man in this match. Eddie Thorpe takes on Lexus King. Strike. It was raining strikes. It was raining strikes in this match.
I wanted to see what your reaction was going to be right away, and it was the silence. It was the silence that said everything. It was the silence.
You know
it was the silence that hurt the most.
I was like, what else can I say about this that hasn't been said already about garbage?
I don't even know what to say other than, Lexus King got his heat back at the end, I guess. God, I miss Dijak. That's what it made me feel. I miss Dijak whipping the tree and beating his ass in front of his family and stuff.
It's definitely bad Lexus King this week. I don't care. Even if he tried to get his heat back. That looked pathetic the way he got his heat back.
Yeah, I'm going to go good shot to the Adonis, bad Lexi King this week. Who, I believe in the interview, is so happy that he's in NXT and said he actually has a sense of direction, unlike in AEW, where he didn't know what was going on with his character. He enjoys his character work. Good for him.
I mean, he's on TV more. I mean, that's a plus.
I guess that is the plus.
Yeah. We got Oro Mensah
the white man on the black and shell television.
That's a big character. That's a big shoe. That's some big shoes to fill, Marcus.
It is.
Oro Mensah takes on Ashanti the Adonis. Oro wins with a spin kick in the corner. I mean, this actually wasn't that bad of a match.
No, I'm laughing about how NXT, if they had an intro, like a 90s intro, they would just show all the black wrestlers and then they put and the white guys together with Briggs, Jensen, DL, and Lexi
all the black
King.
People, all the black people would have separate bits like, Obafemi, Oro Mensah, and then it just be all the white people as a big one shot.
The rest here on Gilligan's.
He reminds Ethan Page he pinned him last week, which sets off Ethan Page on a journey.
Yeah.
But my favorite bit of NXT, Marcus, and I think you might have worked out what it was, is Ren Sinclair. Now, friend of the show, Ren Sinclair.
Yes.
She gives Charlie Dempsey. That's his name, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's close
Charlie
enough.
Dempsey.
Yeah, but Charlie and the Shakti. Remember, Charlie and the Shakti Factory. You can always think of it that way. He looks like Wonka.
Gives him a ransom letter. Gives him a ransom letter, which I was like, perfect.
Yes.
He brings it to the Don and he wants it dealt with. The Don tells him, just give her what she wants. Tavion says, we can't do that. So from my understanding of what are they called, the No Quarter Catch crew, is basically what you called the Last Supper. Is a sausage fest because they didn't want no women part of this group.
Yeah, and they made it seem like that's something we just can't do. We can't add it. Just add her. She's into the murder. You should be okay with this.
Ren tells him she better not lose tonight because who knows who she might tell or might do or say.
Is she not aware this is on television? Is she not aware of this? I know you come from the NWA where nobody was watching. But
Marcus, Charlie Dempsey's on TV asking for a hit.
yeah. He's asking for hits, he's asking people to take care of it, and now he's asking for advice what to do with bodies and how do I deal with people who've seen it, the witnesses.
So last week we got Ren Sinclair trying to give what's his name? Miles Bourne single leg takedowns. Yep. This week, Kendall Gray just fucking throws him like he's nothing.
Yeah. This guy's a chump. He's a chump in that group. Like a chump, a straight up chump, a buster. He'll get squashed by Pac on Dynamite if he was on right now.
And then,
like, what's going on?
And
here?
then, I need to credit that Charlie Dempsey may be the strongest man in NXT.
That was his bench strength, Manny. That was the strength of a man. That was misogyny at his best.
Look at that! Look at this. Look, he was able to keep everyone's shoulders down by just placing his hand on Ren Sinclair's back. He is strong.
Manny, that's his left hand too. Imagine if it was his right. He would have snapped in half.
We don't know what hand he uses.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying it might be his dominant hand. I ain't talking about masturbation, Manny. I'm talking about his dominant hand.
And then, so Dempsey helps her to win, and then looks devastated when he does.
Yeah, he's disgusted with himself. Even the Don who's standing on his perch, that could have been the cover, to be honest.
Well, Marcus, this remember that story I told you of someone hugging me at work? This is the exact face I made. But this is my favorite picture. What up?
No Quarter Catch Crew. Is that their hand signal?
I don't know, but I feel like it should be.
I've never seen them. I would give her this. She's made the group interesting.
Yes.
And I enjoyed the revamp of the group. I enjoyed the recasting of David Kip as Tamian Heights because we were like, oh, we're going to have to fight your Olympian. And I was like, Kip is gone. Oh, he never was one. Yeah, it was. This is the recasting of recastings.
But yeah, Ren Sinclair, friend of the show, my new favorite NXT wrestler. That might be the new acknowledge me. That might be the new acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
I don't know how Charlie Dempsey didn't break right there. She's like, what? I'm in the Catch Crew.
Do you know what? I'm surprised by everyone that I think coming through NXT, like the women's division. You think, oh, they're going to be green as hell, Jimmy. But they're not that bad. Like
yeah.
The Kendall Gray, we haven't seen her in the ring yet. By judging by that throw, I don't think she's that bad either.
That might be all she got, though, Manny. I'm just saying, they invented Kendall Gray this week. They invent women every week, and I don't know who's who.
No.
When you don't know. When they got Kendall Gray at ringside, I went, who the fuck is Kendall Gray? God damn it.
Marcus, Kendall Gray has been by Carly Bright's side for the last 3 weeks.
God damn, I can't keep track. They have so many women on this show. And they're all blonde. and they're all athletic, and it's hard to keep track. By the way, Soul Broken taking L's.
She is. To be fair though, not her fault. We'll get to that. Thea Hale, on her limited TV time this week, which made me very happy, claims she has grown up and doesn't need Chase U to throw him a big parade and song and dance, as they trust her to make her own decisions. On Ridge, she says he empowers her to be herself, and the rest just let him in. She is trying to win the title, not just for her, but for Chase U. And then on that note, I said, "Shut up, Thea. I hope you lose."
Well, at that point, Manny, I thought this was a great time to bring in the Andre Chase brought up something that I didn't think was going to happen on the show when he brought up our merchandise, the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com, when he was talking about Chase U's merchandise. It was like, are those new shirts? And I was like, you can do better if you go to the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com and get real good merchandise. Real good merchandise.
See what you see on the left there is Jen sporting the premium Lord Manny Hayes shirt, where it's soft. It's a soft shirt, and what you see on the right is Diamond Dallas Jimmy.
Yeah, who might be wearing purple or blue
Manny Marcus logo shirt. Bro, John Cena's really going through it in the chat.
That's John Kane, Manny. That's John Caney.
All I see is John Cena, man.
It's John Candy. You should be a fan. It's John Candy. I mean, you can't miss the man. He's on every podcast, just talking, yapping away about his life and the nonsense he was doing. The man has not shut up since he retired. Has not. Can't miss him.
So right we now, get probably. Trick Williams versus. Yeah, he is. We get Trick Williams taking on Cedric Alexander. This was a decent match. Probably Cedric's best match in 5 years. The Trick shot for the win. Pete Dunne attacks him after the match, telling Trick he should have figured it out. And then Trick is furious and voices it to Shawn Michaels in the back, who gets an earful from Roxanne about it afterwards as well, after seeing Thea Hale sit down, being jealous and, where's my sit down? And I'd feel it too.
Yeah. I mean, she's a prodigy. I don't understand why she didn't get a sit down. Maybe next week we get the Roxanne Perez sit down, because I have questions. Do you still think of Miko Satomura in those cold nights? Alone with your title. How much CTE damage did Miko do to you that you're like this now? So many questions. I don't know why Sean got the business this week. It was like Ava's office was too far, or she was busy or something, but Sean got the business this week. He was a gorilla just sitting there. Cut the commercial.
Robert Stone and Stevie Turner annoy Ethan Page as the referee verifies last week's count didn't count because it wasn't an official match, reiterating that none of this bothers him. Oro later then this time pins him again and the referee counts the count.
Yep. How dare that referee? How dare? It's a conspiracy.
At the end of the night, Ethan Page finds stupid Ava and tells her he wants Oro Mentor in the match, and he's even going to put his title on the line.
Good times. Now to the main event. 6-man, dives, athleticism, ridiculous athleticism. You ain't never seen stepping like this before.
I can't believe the flip push won the match. Makes me sick. Makes me sick.
They're now number one contenders. Oh, we also last year Jakari called out the champions who don't show up to any show. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yeah, as Petrovic costs Sol Ruka the match.
Yeah. Shout out to Jakari and what you call him. Jakari, next future world champion, Manny. I don't care what you say.
No, she's aligned with Nikita Lyons. She ain't going anywhere. Nikita Lyons is an anchor.
Wow!
Nikita Lyons is an anchor. She ain't going anywhere.
You gotta lead her, Nikita.
You gotta let Nikita go just for you to soar, Jakari Jackson.
Better wrestler right now, man. You have to watch one of them in a match. Let's say it's a squash match, similar to what Mariah May did this week. Who you watching, Jakari Jackson or Nikita Lyons?
I would probably want to see Jakari Jackson because I've seen everything Nikita Lyons can do.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Manny. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Marcus,
Honey.
Marcus,
Sugar.
I have
She
seen
got some
everything
new
Nikita Lyons.
tricks.
I have seen everything Nikita Lyons can do, and it wasn't even on XT. It was on her social, shaking her ass.
You know what? You got to end that with
If any-
facts.
If anyone tries to come at me and go, "Oh, Manny, you're wrong for saying that," prove me wrong.
He's seen it all. He's even seen it with Charlotte. There it is.
And then we also learned that we get a Joe Hendry video package. He's going to do an in-ring concert next week. And Gallus still don't like him. Joe Coffey challenges him the Great American Bash next week.
No, is it next week or in 2 weeks? Because next week I think he's just doing the concert.
I don't think I don't think he initially challenged him, but then he found out about the concert. So I don't know I don't even know if a match is even going to happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's on Sci-Fi. No one's gonna watch it.
I mean, more people watch that than Impact or whatever it's called these days.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how this is working. Impact has Joe Hendry, who didn't win the world title this weekend. Dolph Ziggler did, but yet they're drawing nothing with the featured NXT stars and potential. But NXT seems to do bumps when the TNA stars show up on their show. It's ridiculous how this is working.
Well, I feel like because the viewership of TNA isn't great in the first place, the people that watch NXT probably watch TNA at some point, so they know who's coming in from TNA. So it only makes sense that they send their best to NXT. So when they go to NXT, when they showcase them on NXT, there may be a point of, oh, they exist in TNA. I like what they're doing. I'm gonna go watch that. But yeah, I watched parts of the TNA show on the weekend.
Summerversary. Wow, I never thought Manny would do that. So they got you.
I mean, I watched I think I watched the first match, and Marcus, I just don't. I can see why people don't really want to watch it, because I'm about presentation as well, and it's just not there. Like it is like an indie show. It's an indie show that's on national TV.
It's not really on national TV, Eddie. It's I don't even know.
Marcus, I don't live in America.
Yeah.
I don't live in America.
It's not. I think you have better chances of seeing than I do, who live in America.
Yeah, mine's called the internet.
Yeah, same. I'm only watching it via TNA Plus, which I have. So
who pays for that?
Shut up, Manny.
What
back
chump
up.
pays for TNA Plus?
Shut up. Shut up.
What
Shit.
chump pays for TNA Plus? I'm on wrestling.
I know Jamal's with me on this. They got me.
There's a
They
reason
got
why
me.
ET doesn't exist.
It exists. It'll be back. Just like the South, it'll rise again.
He'll be back. That's like what we say about Pac every time he goes on excursion.
And look how he's beating the boulder, man. He's beating the boulder.
Yeah. How we feel about that? Didn't even cover it.
Yeah, that was this week. I'm going to give AEW the win this week over NXT, even though I think it was very competitive. I thought it was very competitive.
No,
I think NXT has just a lot going on for it, and I enjoy a lot of the nonsense. But I think AEW had a more focused show.
I tell you what, you're wrong, and I'll tell you why.
It did have Ashanti Deodatus, though, getting away with the women. Did the week of the camera, man, on his way out. I'm telling you, he's going to be a star. He's going to be the next NXT champion, if not North American champion.
No, he's going to get cancelled, and we all know it.
Allegations for the Ashanti Deodatus, a.k.a. Tahuti Miles, a.k.a. Robert Clifford. What? I don't know why I gave him RG3's name. I don't know. I can just see him having a very bland name.
What is his name?
Like, what his real name? I'm gonna say it's like Derek Smith. Some bland. Gotta cover up for something with that name. It's not to the Adonis or Tahuti Miles.
Marcus's actual name is Tahuti Miles.
Oh shit! For real? I
Yeah,
just think that
and he was in the
I
United
think
States Army.
I think that Wikipedia just don't have the info on him. It couldn't be. Can't be.
He's Tahuti Miles. His other ring names have been Elijah King.
Not a bad name. If it
He
wasn't for
wrestled in
Lexi
MCW Pro and Ring of Honor, and he's been in WWE since 2018.
Since 2010. That's what it feels like, to be honest. God damn, 6 years. What have you done?
Nothing.
Again, I feel like Hit Row and everybody else has held him back. He has more charisma than Cedric. He's a really good. He's actually decent in the ring. Leave him alone.
Oh wait, he got fired and then he got brought back.
Yeah. Remember, he was part of Hit Row firing. I know it feels like he had a string of never leaving because he's never on TV anyway.
What's B-Fab gonna do now?
Well, she's ruining the Street Profits career. Can they leave her now that Bobby's gone? Bobby, you can't leave us with her. Bobby,
Take her with
I
you.
can just see
Take her
them
with
banging
you,
on the door.
Bobby.
Take her with you. What are you doing? You see Taz yelling, "Yo!"
We don't want this
Yo!
smoke.
The pre-profits were up before BFAP got there. We were winning. We were in contention all the time. We all had potential at one point. And then BFAP joined us, and it was like, oh, we're Hit Row 2.
I mean, they're close enough to being the original OTM at this point.
Ooh. I think OTM could take him at this point. Jada Parker would kill BFAP, and that's kind of where the advantage will lie.
Again, no one wants to see that match.
Poor Dawkins, getting in shape for no reason. They have their number one contenders match Friday. They ain't winning that. I don't know who's winning that. The WWE Tag Division is dead. Just give it to the Tongans.
Both sides of that tag division are dead.
Yeah. All areas of
Who would've
WWE
think-
Tag. You know what? All areas of wrestling tag division is dead.
Who would have thought DIY would be stinking up the tag division?
Well, who would have thought that DIY has had more title defenses than the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks has had their title since April.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, tag wrestling's dead. It's not a thing. It's like double tennis at this point. No one cares.
So once again, if you want, you can go to thesharpshooters.creator-spring.com. I don't know if this promo code still works, but Lord Manny for 15% off your order. Be like these two.
Yeah, stars in the community. Everywhere they go, wow, look at these cool people wearing these wrestling podcast shirts of Manny and Marcus. Ambiguous, are they not? Outlandish. are they
Thing is,
not?
I always question those people that wear our shirts out in the wild. Does anyone ever come up to you and go, "Who the fuck are Manny and Marcus?"
What the fuck is that? Are they a plumbing group? What do they do?
What do they
This for
do?
mimes?
Come to your house and wreck your toilet?
Yeah. What is it, a show for mimes? What do they do? They do birthday parties? What is this? Wrestling? Ah. That's fake shit? Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, so like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back on Saturday with Eric for the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. Who knows? Who knows? Not a soul questions who we are.
Because they already know. 300,000 subscribers say they already know, Manny. 300,000 subscribers say they already know who we are. No, honestly, the way to describe it, if someone walked up and was like, "Hey, what's this?" Oh yeah, you know those Rhea Ripley Instagram videos? Yeah, that's them. They always got him.
Got him.
Got him. That's them. Oh yeah, I've seen that Rhea Ripley with her bending over and put her ass in Nia Jax's face. That was them. I mean, it's not their video, but it was them. You probably watched it on their feed.
Hey, I changed up some of the stuff this week. I added reaction shots to the stuff I added in today.
But Manny, hold on. Let's ask one question. Let me ask you one question.
I stole that from Kathy Kelly.
Yeah. Let me ask you one question about any video you post. You posted videos of a few people this week. And shorts and stuff. And then you posted one about Rhea Ripley. How many more views did Rhea Ripley do compared to either Liv Morgan Heartbreaks or something like that? I believe she's about to hit 1 million again. And Liv Morgan's bumping around 20,000 or something. It's ridiculous.
Actually, Marcus, so
of stolen video content.
Where the hell is my calendar? Can't see I need to see the dates. So actually,
too late.
On last Thursday is when we posted that Rhea Ripley video of does Rhea Ripley have Jey Uso's number? Bear in mind, I added clips together to make that video. So that video is currently on, I think, 700,000 views.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what this channel is. That's all people are doing. They just go to, they look at their subscription feed. Oh, it's the sharpshooters. They got the Rhea Ripley scoop. Like the TMZ for Rhea Ripley.
I mean, the Samantha Irvin dap with CM Punk did quite well.
Yeah, in comparison to Rhea, doesn't exist.
But I'm just saying, every video that's featured the Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio saga, I'm talking about the live videos, have done over like 1,500 views.
Yeah. Let me add this as well, Manny. This question posed. Better storyline, Dom, Rhea, Liv, Bloodline.
Dom, Rhea, Liv.
I mean the Bloodline saga. The whole saga. Not
no,
what's currently to go alone solo. That's
no,
not
no,
me.
no, that's not
Sorry,
fair.
I wasn't clear. I wasn't clear.
That's
No,
not fair.
I really just meant the Roman and, Sammy, Jay, Jimmy, Paul era of the Bloodline.
That's not fair. That is not fair, Marcus.
Why is
That's
that
a
not
4-year
fair?
arc. That's a 4-year Marvel arc.
We're about 2 years into Rhea and Dom. We're about 2 years.
Yeah, but the Liv Morgan thing wasn't a thing. That was the spanner that was thrown in the works.
Yeah, just like the Sammy wasn't the thing that set the Bloodline on fire.
No, the Bloodline was doing its thing. Then Sammy
Liv?
did it. Then...
Liv is the Sami Zayn of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is a women's storyline, so this is just gonna get rushed. It's gonna get rushed. It's not gonna be allowed to cook like Roman did.
It's been cooking. It's been cooking because Rhea got hurt. Rhea got hurt, so they was allowed to cook.
Marcus, I also need the trial of Dominic Mysterio. I don't, just like we got the trial of Sami Zayn.
Well, it's a damn shame the Judgment Day have never did a trial, considering they are the Judgment Day.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done all the Eddie Guerrero China stuff. Now we got to do the other stuff.
I think that should be a poll question. Better storyline, Judgment Day or Bloodline?
You can do it.
I don't know how to use computers and technology, Manny. I'm blind.
I can't be the only guy that does
plot
things on
twist.
it.
Huh?
I can't be the only guy that does things on here.
Come on, you're the man in the chair. I'm Spider-Man. I'm out there.
Excuse you about you being Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
You. I'm Spider-Man.
No, you're Tony Stark. You're giving me the tools to be Spider-Man in the MCU. I'm just out there.
So
I barely exist. No one knows who I am, Eddie. No one knows who I am.
I am making jorts a thing on this channel. I did post a picture of me and John Cena in the community tab, and I love every comment on there. I only see one man in jorts. All I see is a kitchen, meaning I'm invisible too.
Is it that sad, Manny, to walk one day as John Cena and no one can actually see you? Or is it a good thing? It's a blessing.
Do you know what it was? Because Ruby made fun of the jorts that I had to break out John Cena, John Cena cut out and just put it in the kitchen. And you never make fun of the jorts.
Man, when John Cena retires, what's gonna happen to the cutout going on the wall? Are you gonna retire the cutout? What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna retire the jorts. Just like how do you remember that time Undertaker lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? And he did that sexy striptease and left his jacket, his hat in the ring. The jorts are coming off that way.
It's horrible you described it that way, but Florida makes you do the damnedest things. Zombie striptease to end WrestleMania. Headline.
And I'll tell you what was playing in his head. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
You know he had American Badass in his head, man.
No, he didn't. Who strip teases? Who doesn't? Who does a strip tease to
Kid Rock?
Kid Rock.
I'm assuming Kid Rock does that to Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid Rock's a disgusting human being.
Yeah, he's horrible. I think the worst thing about if you know a woman or male, if you date a musician and then they start playing their music right before you guys are getting ready to quote unquote make love, I think that'd be the worst feeling in the world. I got to get out of here. Oh, he's bad.
What you telling me you don't? What you telling me you don't play the Untitled Manny and Marcus show when you smash girls?
Your theme song, it lasts just as long as that theme song.
No, I wait for the bit where you go,
I'm done.
Penis, and then I'm done.
Hold on, I'm laughing at my own jokes. Let's go. Hold on, baby, I'm laughing at my own jokes. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Oh, fine. The Dark Lord is back. Watch my son.
My son.
Oh, boy. What a climax. Ah, thank you. Ooh. It's the only thing that gets me off these days. I don't understand. I don't understand. I still don't know the name of the song, but that's playing in the background the entire time.
Oh, it's the Hogwarts March is what it's called.
Yeah, that's playing the entire time.
That'd be. I feel like that could be good music. People go in there with Genuine and shit. No, I'm going in with the Hogwarts March.
It's horrible.
That's how I'm entering the ring. That's how I'm entering the room with a robe.
Baby, I'll come in and dress as Baltimore in my little bathrobe. Poking a little stick.
Call my penis Nagini. It's a snake.
Baby, I'm summoned to Death Eaters. Here we go. God, I bet you there's somebody out there having Harry Potter sex that's weird.
There's a Dementor, baby. Eat your chocolate. Eat your chocolate, baby. Eat your chocolate.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's too far. Eat your chocolate, baby. Oh, God. What?
There's times like this where I feel like the best of should still exist, but
Yeah.
I mean, we could do reels for that, and it's more funnier. But this is too long. This is too long for a YouTube short.
Jesus. This is the mentor, baby. Chocolate has some chocolate.
Can we make that a shirt? Eat your chocolate, baby.
No, we're gonna get the wrong crowd. We're gonna get the wrong crowd. This Harry Potter sex life. Improve your sex
Marcus,
life with Harry Potter.
I'm
Maybe
telling
I'm
you
gonna
now,
whip up my
Marcus.
elder one. For
Marcus,
the
I'm
older
telling you now.
gentleman.
Telling you now, I learned a very strong lesson from JTG and Shad Gaspar, and that's
Yeah.
money.
Money.
Yeah.
That's money.
Money.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, Marcus,
shoot out
we
there
got,
Patronum.
Marcus, we got the next tangent. Best wrestling theme to strip to. I know mine. We've
I know
already gone
mine.
through Michael, but I know mine. I know mine. What's yours?
Mine is either the combination of Bret Hart or Daddy's. Spin it, y'all spin on someone, you know. I'll say
so
Bret
you went-
screwed Bret.
So what you've done is gone with an A side with Brett and a B side with Natty. I'm
Yeah.
going with a deep cut, Marcus. I'm going with deep
Ooh.
cut. It's called Pourquoi. It's Maurice's entrance music because all the time it's just ooh wee.
Shaka-doo, swab. Who been bob? Who got the bow?
And you know you got hit one of these that says ooh wee. Ooh wee. Oh.
You definitely gotta
Jimmy,
go.
you can't put that in the chat without giving yours.
Yeah. What's his name? Just look at me. What's his name? Fuck.
Oh,
Ain't
Renee
I
Dupree.
decide to
No,
see-
Ron
no,
Conway.
Ron Conway. Yeah. The whole damn world wants to look like me, but they don't. Like what? There's so many
What?
songs.
Can we not do the racially inducing song of I am a real
No, because you got. Not only I'm going to do the racially exciting Hulk Hogan, I am going to do the slow roll into it when I do it slow. I am a real, the acoustic version, and then it goes into da 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 da.
Well, no, that's the one when you're standing backwards and then you're just doing that leg shake. I am a
Yeah.
real man. And then it turns and you do the
Da, 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 and it goes crashing down and it hurts inside. Da, 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 da.
Oh.
I'll tell you this
What's
one.
happened to this show?
I'll give you this one. I'll tell you this. If I'm stripping for a black woman, I'm gonna leave her in the room for a minute. Just say, hey, do whatever you want for the minute, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of her happiness, quote unquote, Brock Lesnar music hits. Here I am to ruin it. Here I am to ruin her moment.
Bump. Fine, Marcus. If I'm stripping for an old lady, it's sexual. Give birth to a hand.
Well, if I'm in the middle of a tag team, Manny, you this is what the real deal now.
Why is that a tag team? Why is that a tag
Because you
team?
did Mark Henry. Come here with my chest protector. Yeah, I'm protected. I'm wearing protection. Chest protector, baby. Please put on the condom, sir. Please. Should be no more of this. Anyway, let's end this show. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Should have ended it with
Just
the
remember,
chocolate joke.
if you're making that sweet, sweet love, and a Dementor comes, you make sure you give your significant other that chocolate. Say, eat that
Yes.
chocolate, baby. And
And then when you're on your way out, bang. No quarter cash crew, bitch. I'm out.
This man knows he's gonna have to take this woman to the chocolate river. He's like, come with me, and you'll
You
see
see
a world of pure imagination.
I can imagine Tavian Heights and Mouse Bohr doing an Oopa Loopa. Oopa Loopa, what do you do? I got another riddle for you. Don't know what song I was singing, but I'm sure it leads to his demise.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah. That's merchandise. That did. Shout out to Camille, who finally made her debut. I believe she took this picture when she was signed by AEW 8 years ago. Oh,
Jesus.
those were the days. Those were the days.
Yeah. So, like the video, subscribe. We out. Peace. See you on Saturday.
Yep.